Hi, it's Catherine Hedden from Films About Me. Today, it's all about content. I'm going to teach you the best way to get started making business marketing videos that will get you new clients and more cash coming into your business. There are so many types of videos that you can make, and creating videos can be pretty complex. What with all the technology and cameras and lighting and audio and making sure you look good. And then when you add to that the complexity of what are you actually going to video? What's your video going to be about? And how does that work within the context of your overall marketing strategy and your content calendar? Well, at that point, you could feel just like giving up, right? I mean, it just seems too big. It's also overwhelming. So I'm going to offer you some real practical help today. I'm going to give you my simple, effective outline for a how-to video, and then in our next video, David and I are going to show you a simple setup to record your how-to video. So why start with a how-to video? Well, the first reason is that people, your clients, love how-to videos. You'll be giving your community something of value. And if they're done well, how-to videos are highly shareable. So not only will your community appreciate what you're offering, which goes a long ways towards relationship building, but they'll also share it with others. They'll comment, they'll say thanks, they'll ask more questions. This is real engagement. This is what you need to be successful in your social media marketing. And you're moving your potential client further along the road to purchasing from you, to paying you for what you do. And here's why. This is one of the things that as a marketer, I love about video. With your how-to videos, you're giving your prospective clients a way to get to know you, like you, and trust you. That's because with your video, you'll have great eye contact. You'll show who you really are. They'll get to see what's unique about you and what you offer. Video, more than any other medium, helps your clients get to know you, like you, and trust you. And with a how-to video, your clients get to learn from you, see you as the expert, and will appreciate the value of what you're teaching them. So here we go. Are you ready? My magic formula for easy, effective how-to videos. Now this is a 5-part outline, and I'm going to cover the entire outline section by section. Each section is important, so make sure you use the entire outline and don't skip any steps, all right? All right, step number 1. You must open your video with a great, compelling value proposition. Yeah, tell your viewer why they should watch your video right off the bat. According to a study by Visible Measures, 20% of online video viewers click away from a video in the first 10 seconds or less. I'm sure you've done this, so you know why. It's because you think the video is going to waste your time. It's not relevant to you. So you have 10 seconds or less to let your viewer know that what you're going to get, that what they're going to get from watching you, from watching your video, is important to them. You have to tell them what problem you're going to solve for them. Now here's the tricky part, and this is where most people get it wrong. You must state the value proposition from the perspective of your viewer, not your perspective. What is your viewer going to get out of this? Not what are you offering? Here's what I mean. One of the projects I'm working on is a class where David and I are going to teach you how to create the most powerful, effective, actionable website homepage videos. And so my value proposition for this class will probably be something like how to create a website homepage video that triples your opt-ins and improves your Google search results by 57 times in 4 hours or less. This is a great opening for a how-to video that's from my viewer's perspective. Most business owners know that they need to switch from mostly text to mostly video on their website, but they don't know where to begin. they have no idea what a homepage video should be about. So I'm offering them a way to solve this problem that they have, this problem of knowing that they need a website homepage video, but not knowing how to make one or what it should be about. But from my perspective, what I'm really doing is teaching you how to create a brand story video. So what if my value proposition was, I'm going to teach you how to create a brand story video? Not very effective, right? For several reasons. First, most people don't know what a brand story video is. And even if they do, they probably don't know that the best place for it is on their website homepage. And even if they know that, they probably don't know how effective a brand story video can be as a way to create action. So with this simple example, I'm not stating what I'm offering in terms that mean anything to my viewer. I'm not framing the value I'm offering in a way that's important to them. I'm not solving a problem that my viewer believes they have. So even if someone clicks on my video to watch, they would probably click away when they heard this value proposition because they wouldn't understand why it's going to help them. So you must offer a clear value proposition that tells your viewer what they're going to get, what problem you're going to solve with this video. Now let me offer you some professional marketing insight here. There are really only 3 truly effective ways to state this value. And this is based upon a lot of psychological research, starting with Maslow's hierarchy of needs and including current day neuro research. You want to make sure that your value proposition offers some aspect of how your video is going to either make your viewer more money or save them money, save them time, create better relationships or love, or get them more sex. That's really it for most people. Money, time, which is really about money, relationships, and sex. How is your video going to make one or more of these areas better for your viewer? Really? Okay, that was the really important section 1. You must have a clear value proposition that is from your viewer's perspective within the first 10 seconds. Okay? Are you ready for section 2? Here it is. Tell your viewer why what you're going to teach them is important. Now this is based on solid research that shows people are more likely to act if you tell them why. The word because can be magic. The format of this section can be as simple as, if you do this, then this good thing will happen, and if you don't do this, then this bad thing will happen. Now the purpose of this section isn't to agitate anyone. This isn't to scare anyone. The purpose of this is to motivate your viewer to action and to make it really clear the value that you're offering. Have you seen the Nancy Duarte TED Talk? I love her TED Talk. If you haven't seen it, Google Nancy Duarte, D-U-A-R-T-E, and watch it. It's brilliant. Nancy Duarte is a corporate communications expert. She's very well known, a big-time consultant. And when companies like Apple are doing a product rollout, they call Nancy to do the presentation for them. So Nancy Duarte did some research on what makes a world-changing talk. She was trying to understand why some speeches, some presentations are just so effective at moving people to action that they literally changed the world. So she looked at all of the world-changing speeches of recent history, and do you know what she found? Every one had the exact same architecture. Isn't that amazing? Every one, from the Gettysburg Address to Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech to Steve Jobs' rollout of the iPhone, they all follow the exact same architecture. And if you watch her TED Talk, you'll see that architecture. But why this is relevant now is that an important aspect of creating action with a speech or with your video is offering your viewer a glimpse of what life is like doing things the way they've always done them without your how-to, or what Nancy Duarte calls the current state, and a glimpse of what life is going to be like when they do use your how-to, or what Nancy Duarte calls the future state. So with this section, section 2, You're going to offer your viewer what things are like if they don't use your how-to, and what things will be like if they do. Current state, future state. They have a problem, they have a solution. Things are not so great, things are better. You do this to motivate them to implement your how-to and to offer a sense of the value that you're giving them. And Nancy Duarte's research shows this is a necessary aspect of creating action within a talk or a presentation. So in section 2, you're going to tell your viewer why they should implement your how-to, what good thing will happen if they do, and what bad thing may happen if they don't. Let's move on to section 3. Section 3 is where you're going to get into the details of the how-to. This is where you get to it, and you do this in a very easy to understand way. So your how-to steps need to be numbered. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3. Make it very easy to understand. Use text on the screen if you can to make it even easier to see. Section 3 is where you cover the step-by-step instructions for your how-to. It's that simple. All right, got it? Section 3, step-by-step instructions. Great, so now we're on to step 4. Only 2 steps to go. Step 4 is encourage them. Yeah, encourage your viewer to try your how-to right away. Offer them at least one first step that they can take easily and quickly that will get them started implementing your how-to. So as an example, with this video, right now, I'm going to encourage you to set aside 20 minutes within the next 24 hours to write the copy for your first how-to video. But I'm not there yet, so don't leave. I have a bit more for you. This is just an example. The reason this is important is that studies show that the faster you implement something, the more likely it is that you'll actually do it. So if you learn something and don't implement what you've learned right away, you're less likely to use what you've learned. So encourage your viewer to implement what you're teaching them right away by offering them at least one concrete action step they can take within the next 24 to 48 hours. The more useful your content is for your viewer, the more likely it is that they'll see what you're offering is valuable. So support your viewer in implementing your how-to by encouraging them to implement right away. Okay? Got it? That was step 4. Now we're on to our final step, step 5. Make sure you end your video with a clear and easy to follow call to action. It could be something like, make sure you get more helpful videos like this one by entering your email address and name. Or it could be whatever action it is that you want your viewer to take. But just be sure to tell them clearly and make it easy for them to do it. No really long websites that they'll never be able to spell. Make it easy, and it's more likely they'll do what you're asking. And that's it. My magic formula for how-to videos. The best way to get started making business videos that will get you new clients and more cash coming into your business. So how about this? Why don't you set aside 20 minutes sometime over the next 24 hours? Just block 20 minutes. No computer, no phone, no texting. Take the outline I just offered you and with focused, uninterrupted time, write the copy for your first how-to video. You can do it. 20 minutes is all you need. Set a timer and get it done. And let me know. Was this helpful? Leave your comments and questions below. I want to chat.